1021 and 105.3 The Shark. It's the Shark Morning Show. I'm Sarah Sullivan. Your Shark Bites all brought to you by Jimmy's Jazz and Blues Club. Online at jimmysoncongress.com. Well, the forecast for today, mostly sunny today with a high of 36, and then the weekend doesn't look bad. It's going to be kind of cold, temps in the 30s, but no precipitation expected for the weekend. Well, if you're a fan of murder mysteries, there's a new documentary streaming on Netflix that shares the story of the Carmen family deaths and the events that happened just off the coast of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And without giving too much of the story away, the boat involved in the story was last seen leaving a popular Rhode Island marina in 2016. The Carmen family was well off, and this documentary does not shy away from the role that money played both before and after what many call a Greek tragedy. And for movie buffs, do you remember the movie Oppenheimer? It was at the box office in 2023. Well, it's the highest grossing movie that never hit number one. The buzzsaw that it ran into was Barbie. Oh, yeah. That was a huge movie when it came out. Hey, coming up next, we've got Starship on the way on 1021 and 105.3 The Shark. Let it all out. Spend all the money. It's 1021 and 105.3 The Shark. I'm Sarah Sullivan. I thought it was just me, but you truly are my people. New Hampshire has been chosen as the number one state that is obsessed with online shopping. That's according to a recent survey done. The percentage of people who shop online in New Hampshire is 86.33. That's more than any other state in the country. The survey also gave us a 99.68 for an online shopping obsession score. That's darn near perfect, New Hampshire. Good on us, I guess. You know, if you're feeling a little guilty about whipping out that credit card to buy that perfect rug you saw on Amazon, don't worry about it. We're not alone. There's 4 other New England states in the top 10 of this survey on the list. Vermont came in at number 2. Connecticut came in at number 4. Connecticut, by the way, a state that I always forget is actually a New England state. I don't know why I feel that way, but anyway. Rhode Island is at number 6, and Massachusetts rounds out the top 10. Maine is at 18, if you're wondering. I have a theory about why 5 out of 6 New England states do more online shopping than the rest of the country. We're cold, and it snows out here. Better to have the Amazon driver come and bring it to us. Thank you very much. More details about the survey and all that right there at shark1053.com or on the Shark app. 1021 and 105.3 The Shark. I'm Sarah Sullivan. It's the Shark Morning Show. Each and every week, I get the opportunity to speak with John Cannon. He is the host of New Hampshire Granite State Challenge on NHPBS. John gives me questions that are on the qualifying quiz for high school students and see if I can get the answers right. So far, I've not been doing well. All right, John, what's the first question?
All right, here we go. The Pulitzer Prize has been given out every year since 1917 by this university for achievement in journalism, arts, and letters. We're looking for the name of the university that awards the Pulitzer Prize.
Oh, I don't know. Yale?
I'll give you a hint.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Joseph Pulitzer,
Yep.
for whom the prize is named, famous New York City newspaper magnate.
Oh, is it Cornell?
It is not Cornell.
New York City University? What?
Columbia.
Okay. Well, you know, Cornell, Columbia. Isn't Cornell in New York? I don't know.
Cornell is in. It is in Ithaca,
Okay.
New York. So upstate New York.
I don't know. I feel
And they
as
both
if I
start with
should
the letter
get.
C.
That's right. I should get a little bit of credit for that. Like, I don't know, a couple percent. All right.
They're both Ivy League colleges. You
Right.
were definitely in the right ballpark,
I was. All right. Okay. Next.
All right. This next one, if you don't get it, I'm going to tell you the answer, and you're going to go, But
Oh, geez.
you and I share a Ted Lasso connection, so that's going to be my hint. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The Grand Slam tournament for this sport that uses a regulation board that is divided into 20 radial sections takes place from November 8th through the 16th in Wolverhampton, England.
Well, thank God you gave me that hint. I would have had no idea. But since you mentioned Ted Lasso, I'm going to go with soccer.
No.
What?
Sarah, no, you jumped at it too quickly.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. Some game is like 24. Is it cricket?
Oh, that's a great guess.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What sport uses a circular board that's divided into 20 sections? Famous Ted Lasso scene towards the end of season 1.
Jeez. A circular board, 25.
Yeah.
I have no clue. What is it?
Ooh, it's darts.
Darts! Yes!
Of course.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This is
Maybe my hint misled you.
No, I think it was your fault actually. But yes,
you can blame the host for that one. You can blame the host.
All right,
So,
what is the last question, John?
And if you don't get it right, we'll just say you're satisfying your curiosity. No judgment, Sarah.
God, you're too nice to me. Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the largest species of shark was the megalodon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the megalodon. It was 50 to 60 feet in length.
Yeah.
But the largest currently living species of shark is this shark that is 18 to 33 feet in length.
Oh my God. Wow. The largest. I don't know.
Largest
I want to
shark.
say. Oh, the great white. Wouldn't it be a great white?
That is a great white guess, but no, it is actually the whale shark.
Oh, yeah.
The whale shark.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah.
You ever seen those whale sharks? They're very cool.
I don't know if I've seen one. Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait, yes. It's the one where they eat plankton, right? They
yes.
open up
they're
their
not at all dangerous.
Right. Yeah. Well, I would swim the other way if I saw one. Just
The ocean is vast and scary, Sarah,
yes, it's
so
true.
I don't blame you at all.
All right, John Cannon, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
You know, I get a big fat 0 for today, but hey, I have fun each and every week with you, John, and we will do it again next week.
That's right, Sarah. We learn something every week, man. Every question we get wrong is an opportunity to learn something new. Am I right?
That's true. I will never forget the circular game board. All right, John, have a great day, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, Sarah. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, see you.
1021 and 1053, The Shark. Here are 3 things you need to know.
Thanks, X-Man. Your Shark Bites, all brought to you by Jimmy's Jazz and Blues Club, online at jimmysoncongress.com. The weather forecast for today, it's going to be sunny and breezy. Right now, there may still be patches of black ice on the roads. There have been spin-outs earlier this morning, so do be careful. 34 for a high. Tonight, another wicked cold night, and tomorrow, sunny with a high of 30 degrees. Well, we are growing by leaps and bounds. Portsmouth has set aside $3 million to construct another parking garage. There's not going to be any excuse to park your car in Portsmouth. And also, Chinburg Properties is going to add 27 apartments to Kachiko Mills in Dover. And did you know that today is the most popular day of the year to break up with your partner? Yep, it's called Breakup Day. And apparently the reason is it's not too close to the holidays to be cruel. Really? And it's far enough away that you could skip buying them a present. Now, this happens usually with single people more than married people. But, you know, hey, if things aren't going right, today's the day. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to be speaking with Pat Badger of Extreme and Dark Desert Eagles. We're going to be talking to him at about 7:30 on 1021 and 1053 The Shark. How fun. It's 1021 and 1053 The Shark. I'm Sarah Sullivan. Pat Badger is here from the band Extreme and Dark Desert Eagles. Thank you so much for coming into the Shark Tank.
Hey, great to see you, and thanks for having me, Sarah.
Yeah, you're so welcome. I think the last time you were in the tank, Aaron was here, and it was Sarah and A-Train, and we were talking about Dark Desert Eagles, and that was kind of the beginning.
Yeah,
right,
that was
band?
several years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
That could have been before COVID. That's how we time everything these days. Was
I
it
know.
before or after?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about where the band is now, and what are you guys doing?
So a lot has happened for Dark Desert Eagles since we started this. I don't know, it must have been like 8 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And since we started this, the tribute, it's a blessing of how many hits they had. So, we start these shows and, I tell everybody we open with a hit, we close with a hit, and it's all hits in between.
Yeah.
And, we've traveled as far as Florida, and we've done shows out in Chicago, and we've traveled around a bit. We've done some really fun shows, and it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. Are you Don Henley in the band?
Well,
or?
so I sing the Don Henley and the Glenn Fry songs.
Okay.
But we do kind of, as a tribute band, we do kind of do their personas.
Okay.
And I pretty much Glenn Fry in the band.
Yeah.
But we all have aliases. I'm actually Glenn Spry.
Right.
But no, we have fun with it because it's more than just like a bunch of guys getting up and playing cover tunes.
Yeah.
We really do get in kind of a fun persona, and there's some humor to the show. And, the Eagles were famous for, if you've ever seen their documentary, they were like the consummate rock stars with the drug abuse and the alcohol and the girls and everything. So we poke a little fun at all that kind of stuff. But even if you hadn't seen the Eagles documentary, it's kind of rock band, Spinal Tap kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so we'll bring it into the show and bring it on stage, and it's more than just playing songs. It's like the whole experience. They were also notorious for their infighting and that kind of thing. So we poke a little fun at that as well. We have some arguments on stage and that kind of thing where people don't know, is this real or is this part of the show?
And you do get into costume. Now, are you in your Glenn Fry costume right now?
No. I mean, I do have a cowboy hat on right now, but Glenn Fry always had like the handlebar or the Fu Manchu mustache. So I'll do the mustache, but we wear clothes that are very reminiscent to the 70s. It's like a throwback to the 70s. People come and it's, some of the humor, some of the things we talk about are also specific to that era because we portray the Eagles in the 70s, like in 1977 at their peak, like during the Hotel California era. So Joe Walsh Faux Walsh is in the band. And so we do also songs from Joe Walsh from that era that the Eagles used to do. Life's Been Good and Rocky Mountain Way, Funk 49, all that kind of stuff. So it's a great night of music, between all the Eagles hits and the Joe Walsh stuff.
The other thing about the band is everybody knows these songs by heart. For you guys as musicians, you have to be like right on. And I've seen the show, and you are like note for note.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I'm blessed with having some great musicians in my life that are dear friends, and we've made, it all started with the music, that we're all fans of the Eagles music and grew up listening to that stuff. So, to pull off the music was the number one thing that we wanted to be able to do. So we actually did rehearse for a couple of years before we even played our first gig. Yep. I think the band's stronger now than it ever was. I think putting all the kind of show and humor wouldn't mean anything. It would be schlocky if it wasn't for the music. So people do come to the show and say, wow, that is like I could close my eyes and I'm like at an Eagles show. So we do pride ourselves in that for sure.
Yeah, it's a rock show. And like you said, it sounds just like the Eagles. You have the production value as well. It's not just you getting up on stage. You make it a whole show.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're going to be at the Blue Ocean Music Hall. You have 2 nights. The day after Christmas, though, is really the night to go.
I think so. It's funny. We always do this every year we play the Blue Ocean Music Hall between Christmas and New Year's. It just so happens that this year it falls like right on the tail end of Christmas. So we hope everyone can come out. We have the 2 shows. I think the one right after Christmas is going to be a big party. So you should come with your hangover and come have fun with us.
Well, the tickets for the show is going to make a great Christmas gift, too.
Perfect.
Right?
Exactly.
Here you go.
What better thing to put in the stocking than Dark Desert Eagles tickets?
That's very true. All right. We're talking with Pat Badger from Dark Desert Eagles and, of course, Extreme. You want to talk Extreme after we come
Absolutely.
back?
Yeah, a lot going on.
All right. We'll be back on 102.1 and 105.3. We're talking to Pat Badger of Extreme and Dark Desert Eagles on 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. So, Pat, we were talking about Dark Desert Eagles. What about Extreme? You've got some big stuff happening with the band.
In June, we head out to Europe, and we're doing dates with Def Leppard, like arena dates, and most of them are already like pre-sold out. So we're super excited to do all these arenas, and then we come home for about a week. We have like a week off. And then we go out for 33 shows with Motley Crue and Tesla. Wow. So that carries us through late September. So like I said, with this Extreme Renaissance, it's like we are touring now as much or more than back in the day in our peak in the 90s. So it's all like amazing stuff for us. If you had told me this was going to happen to me as my high school self, I'd say you're high on drugs and that how can that this even be possible. So, yeah.
I've always wondered what it feels like when you have 60,000 people in front of you.
It's an adrenaline rush, really. You know, it's you can't help but it's kind of surreal at times when you really stop and think. But, you know, you're just kind of in the moment. And honestly, it's not a lot different playing like, you know, an arena with, you know, 12,000 people, and then you step on stage in front of like 60,000. It's not much of a different feeling, but there is kind of that heightened, like, oh my God, look at the sea of people. This is an amazing, like, just the energy. You can't help but feel like, you know, all these people multiplied. The only downside to the biggest ones is that usually there's like a Jersey barrier or whatever, and people are kind of far away, you know.
Yeah.
I like having them, you know, to where you can actually see people's, you know, faces and expressions and singing along and whatever. To be honest with you, I get more nervous playing the more intimate shows like Blue Ocean with the Dark Desert Eagles than I do playing the big shows. Yeah, it's funny.
Wow, really?
Yeah, well, I think with the Dark Desert Eagles, it's a little bit more, you know, I'm the front guy.
Yep.
So I have to, and like we were talking about earlier, everyone knows every word to every Eagles song. So if I mess up the words to Desperado or Hotel California, people are like, oh my God, like, you know, they know every word. So with Extreme, it's a little, you know, I've sang background vocals and I play bass, and I can kind of, you know, hide in the background while, you know. But yeah, so that's why I was saying it keeps it fresh to do both bands. You know, I can bounce back and forth, and it makes both still fun.
All right. Well, coming up, we've got tickets for you to go see Dark Desert Eagles at the Blue Ocean Music Hall the day after Christmas. And we'll have more with Pat Badger on 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Hey, it's Sarah. It's the Shark Morning Show. It's 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. More Than Words, definitely Extreme's biggest hit. And I've told you, Pat, I am a huge fan of the band since the 90s. There's so much in the catalog, but that definitely blew the roof off.
Well, you know, we had those few early records in the 90s. Obviously, like you said, More Than Words was such a number one hit that the song almost became bigger than the band.
Yes.
Or it actually did become bigger than the band. And a lot of people had a misperception of the band, that they thought it was a ballad band or two guys that sat on stools and played acoustic, where our music was, the rest of it was a bit more, you know, like Van Halen meets Aerosmith, some Led Zeppelin and Queen thrown in. So, you know, I think even in those days, in the trend of hair bands, and we fall into that category, much to our dismay. But I mean, we did have hair, you know. So.
You did, yes. Yeah.
But you know, we didn't quite fit in with all those bands really from that era. It's not until recently we've had this kind of renaissance where we put out a record a few years ago and it blew up, and now we're touring with the likes of Def Leppard, and we're going out with Motley Crue this summer and Tesla. So, you know, we've been kind of cruising along, you know, doing the Monsters of Rock tour. We've done some touring over the last couple of decades, but it really has, it's like someone threw gas on the fire in the last few years, and things have like really picked up to like we're starting to get the feeling like it was back in the 90s. So it's amazing.
This last album was that same feeling that I had in the 90s.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
I listened to it and I'm like, there they are. There's the band. And the musicality of the musicians, of all of them, are incredible.
Oh, well, thanks.
I mean, Nuno is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest of the big right now, guitar heroes that, you know, he played at the Ozzy tribute show, and even the other guitar players were like, wow, that guy really was kind of the MVP of that show. He was at the Kennedy Music Center doing the honors, and he played the Rocky theme on guitar, I guess, for Sylvester Stallone was getting inducted. God. And no, but Nuno's been all over the place. He's doing a lot of stuff, and he deserves all the accolades for his guitar playing for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Extreme is one of those bands that I'm so happy for you that you guys are like up there again. People are screaming. Like decades younger, do you find?
We
right?
do now. It's funny in the point of our career now where we have parents that bring their kids, and the kids are like teenagers now. Yeah. Or, you know, we have people that have been turned on to our music. There's a lot of younger faces in the crowd now, where like several years ago it was kind of like, you know, the aging people, the Gen X's and stuff, and now like we have a whole new fan base. Yeah. People are getting turned on to the new music, the new album, and coming out to see us, and it's just been we're kind of in a new phase of our career, and there's been, like I said, kind of gas thrown on it very recently. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. And it's such perfect timing that you're here this week because we're giving away tickets for your show at Bank NH Pavilion in Guilford next summer.
Awesome.
Next
I'm
July.
looking forward to that. I think it's right around my birthday, too. So we're going to have a party.
That's right. Are we birthday buddies?
July 22nd.
Oh, I'm the 14th.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So looking forward to that. We have a lot of friends up at Winnipesaukee, and I've seen some shows up there. So I'm looking forward to playing that venue. I've never played there before.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. We're also playing the Xfinity Center in August.
All right. So, Pat Badger, thank you so much
Hey,
for joining me.
thank you for having me, Sarah.
Yeah, it's
really
always a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Always a pleasure. And I'll be at that show the night after Christmas.
Awesome.
At the
cool.
Blue Ocean
You
Music
just let us know.
All right.
We'll give you VIP treatment.
Woohoo! If you want to go as well to the Blue Ocean Music Hall to see Dark Desert Eagles, I got a pair of tickets that, Pat, you just gave me. Thank you very much. We'll take caller 5-603-743-1053, and you can join us the day after Christmas. They're playing 2 nights, the 26th and the 27th, but really the day after Christmas is when you want to go. Just roll out of your drunken stupor and head on over to Salisbury to see the band. Caller 5-603-743-1053. Thanks again. Oh, man. It's 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Extreme, wholehearted. In case you missed the interview with Pat Badger of Extreme and Dark Desert Eagles this morning, don't worry about it. I think of you. I'm going to rebroadcast that tomorrow at about this time between 8 and 8:30. So there you go. Right now, though, time for the brain strain. Your chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Motley Crue, Extreme, and Tesla at Bank NH on July 24th, right? 2026. It's going to be one heck of a show. I have 2 pair of tickets, not 1, but 2, if you answer this question. The average person, that's you and me, buys about 3.5 of these things during the holiday season. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more than that because it could be anything. So I'm going to tell you, you get this thing at the grocery store or at the corner store. It's a food item. The average person buys about 3.5 of these during the holiday season. If you get the correct answer, I'm going to give you a pair of tickets to the show. 603-743-1053. That's 603-743-1053. Good luck. Oh, man. It's 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Good morning. Happy to be here with you on, what day is it today? It's December. Oh, my God. December 11th already? Don't get under pressure at all. You know, it's okay. You can definitely finish everything that you need to during the holidays. Anyway, we're playing the brain strain. Your question for today, the average person is going to buy about 3.5 of these during the Christmas season. It is a food item, and let's see if you can get it. I will accept. I won't tell you what I'll accept. I'll just, see if you need help, and then I'll say, yes, I accept that. Anyway, good morning. Who's this?
This is Gary.
Hey, Gary, what's going on?
Somehow I'm thawing after the crazy couple cold days, Sarah.
This is our friend Gary. Oh, it's so nice to hear from you.
Thank you. Wanted to take a crack at the Motley Crue brain strain, if that's possible.
Yeah, go right ahead, Gary.
Would it be cheese?
Oh, it's blocks of cheese. Woo!
Let's go!
Gary, congratulations. You're going to the show. It's July 24th. Motley Crue, Extreme, and Tesla. So congratulations. You hang on just for 1 sec, Gary, okay?
Of course, Sarah. Thank you.
All right. That was Gary. He is the employee of the year, by the way, at the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Way to go, Gary. Very well deserved. Also, Angie of Dover got the correct answer. She also has a pair of tickets to the show. I want to thank everybody who tries to call and play the brain strain or anything that I'm doing here at the radio station. I got to tell you, my favorite thing is talking to you. So Gary and Angie for this morning. Kurt from Shapley, he won a pair of tickets earlier in the week. Elena from Hampton also won a pair of tickets earlier this week. And Christine from East Hampstead won a pair of tickets. So, of course, we're going to have more tickets for you probably closer to the show. It's July 24th at Bank NH. Man, oh, man. All right, coming up, we've got more for you. We've got your Sharkathon on the way and a holiday tune to get you in the spirit coming up next on 102.1 and 105.3.
Hey, y'all, it's Kelly Kelly Clarkson with Wayfair. My favorite thing about the holidays, decking out my whole house. And it's not a competition, but if it was, I would totally win the season with Wayfair. Giant outdoor inflatable Santa, got it on Wayfair. Trees, lights, and ornaments in every style and color, yep, got those on Wayfair. Garland, accent pillows, cozy throws, nutcrackers, Wayfair, Wayfair, Wayfair. When it comes to hosting, Wayfair's got me covered there too. I got a brand new dining table set that fits the whole family, sheets and towels for extra guests, and even the cutest holiday bed sheets for the kiddos. All thanks to Wayfair. And the best part, I got it all shipped fast and free. It's a Wayfair holiday miracle, y'all. I'm not saying there's a champion of Christmas or anything, but if there was, it'd be the lady with the year-round Christmas village who shops at Wayfair. That would be me. For everything festive and just your style, all delivered with fast and free shipping, visit Wayfair.com or download the Wayfair app to totally win this season. But again, it's not a competition.
Wayfair, every style, every home.